Welcome, friends. You're listening to Let's Sip and Chat, where we talk and laugh about relatable and often unexpected real life. Each week, we chat about diverse topics, passionate interviews, and our own unique perspectives. So sit, sip, relax, and get ready to chat with us. Well, welcome back to this episode. We're so happy that you are here with us, and we're just coming up on the end of season 2 almost, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I don't know, so it's been so much fun being with you all. But this episode, we are talking about this little game that we came up with, and it's called So You Think You Know Me, and we're testing each other to see how well we know each other. And also, we have some fun questions for y'all because we want to know, are you really tracking with us? And if you know what we talk about in our episodes. So there'll be questions for you to answer as well.
Yep.
Yeah, drop a comment. Engage with us in the comments.
Yeah, this is a fun one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think you know me? No.
I don't know. We're gonna see.
I'm gonna start.
Okay, go, Leala.
Oh man.
It's so funny. We're
Okay,
always like, you go first.
So am I asking you a question, or are we asking one of our followers a question? Which one do we want to do first?
Let's ask the questions for the followers first.
Okay.
Yes.
So our first question for you all is, how many special guests have we had on our podcast so far in seasons 1 and 2? Do y'all know the answer? But if you know it, don't say it.
I know the answer.
You know the answer, yeah. Well, we're not going to say it. That way we give you all an opportunity to guess.
Comment.
Comment and let us know. Another question we have is, what is one thing you've learned by listening to our show? And then I feel like we can answer that question for ourselves too, because I've learned so much from you all and from like chatting and having this podcast. So what is one thing that you've learned by being a part of this show?
Well, first I want to say I'm very interested to see what people are going to put in the comments. Because I feel like what we talk about, I know other podcasts, they do talk about certain things we talk about, but I feel like we're different when it comes to what we're talking about, because we're talking from pure experiences.
True.
It's like everything we talk about is something that we all went through, or one of us went through it. And I feel like sometimes other podcasts, no shade to them, but they're just, either they're bringing someone on that is talking about that, or they're just going on about it because, I don't know, maybe it was the thing that was trending,
Yeah. Or like they want to know more about it and bring an expert or somebody who knows, but then you actually haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
More
these
like
are
interviews.
these are all pure experiences with us.
This is true.
And this is just us getting together and talking. That's what I like about our podcast.
Yes.
So
Nice.
the question was, what is one thing you learned from...
Being a part of this experience.
Okay, so this experience for me, I think it made me more like confident. I don't know if that happened to you guys.
Like not caring what people are gonna say about you.
That part.
Yes, like more confident.
Because when you put yourself out there like this, it's like you're exposed for everyone to judge you, comment, form opinions. But like, I feel like that stuff honestly really doesn't matter. It's more about like, how can I impact your life? How can I help you? And I know that if I'm being real and saying things that I've experienced, someone else might be able to be like, oh my gosh, she's saying these things. I can relate.
Yeah.
I felt that way. I didn't know that anybody else would talk about it. And so, I don't know.
Yeah. And we have gotten a couple of comments that are not positive. They are negative. But, I mean, I don't think that they bother me. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, maybe it's not your experience. Or,
or this show's not for you or something.
Yeah.
Or,
I feel like we're always going to have negative comments. Like anyone who's out doing anything like this, there's always going to be negative comments. And I feel like we just need to learn to just push them to the side and not let it get to us.
I feel
it's hard, but,
before Jesus, I would have been all up in those comments. Like, what'd you say? But now I'm just
replying to every single
one. And I end up with like, okay, well, where do you live? No. But now I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's your cup of tea. Maybe it's not your cup of tea. It is what it is. I'm just here sharing my personal experience. Yeah. But it has made me more confident. Nice. Because like I've said in past episodes, if you guys would have told me when we were talking about starting a podcast that we're going to be recording like a camera live, I would have told you guys, no, never
Yeah,
mind.
I remember you saying
I'm not going to do it. I'm down to talk on the mic.
She thought I was just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the mic and that's it. Don't record my face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if there is people trolling, they can't see what I look like. You know, but now I feel like it's made me more confident. Like, I don't even care if the camera is rolling or who is watching me, to the point where I do, on my personal TikTok, I do repost my videos. And I'm like, okay, well, there's going to be family, friends, people watching it. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I just do it. You know, so it did make me a lot more confident.
I feel like at first I was like, ooh, what I'm saying is so true and real. It's my experience. It might hurt somebody's feelings. But now it's like, I'm not coming. I understand and I know that I'm not coming from a place where I want to hurt somebody's feelings. It's just what it is. It's what I experienced.
What you felt.
And this is what happened. And I'm sorry. I really am sorry if you feel some type of way, you know, because I do love and I care so much.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody to feel any type of way. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't ever say what happened or what you've experienced, and you're being shut up. And it's like, you got to talk about it. And we get to talk about it, you know. I don't know. I feel like for me, the one thing that I learned was it's okay to talk about things. And then you don't have to do life alone. Like, being able to do this with you all, it's really nice because I think doing a podcast by myself would have been weird, you know? Because, you know, so you see people who have podcasts and they're just the only person, you know? And it's really cool that we get to spend time together and, like, take our time, because we all have busy schedules, and, like, take our time to just come and record and chat.
And then on top of that, learning. Because no one taught us how to do any of this.
That's true.
You know, everything was like research, look up things. So we might not be perfect at it. We might not be good at everything with the podcast. You know, it might not be as fancy as other podcasts that we see. Because I do watch a lot of podcasts. Well, I used to listen to it. Now I watch it because I want to see what the room looks like and everything. And I'm like, whoa, that's a fancy setup. But I feel like just having you girls to like learn every step of the way. Because I wouldn't have done this by myself.
Right.
Like, I thought it was just plugging a mic.
Yeah.
It wasn't until you guys taught me everything else.
I wouldn't have done it by myself either.
So if you want to start a podcast on a budget, let us know.
Yes.
We got that down.
Yes.
Okay, so next question is, what decade did we all grow up in? And it was
The
one
best
of our
decade.
episodes.
The best decade.
Yeah. So you let us know what the answer is on that one. Okay, and then on season 1, episode 2, I'm going to be very specific so it gives you time to go and check it out. Season 1, episode 2, we talked about growing up in what kind of family?
Yep.
Should we just answer and give a freebie?
Yeah, just give a freebie.
Okay. So the answer is a Mexican-American family.
Yes. We grew up with the chancla. No.
And the cinto, which is a belt and a slipper for those who don't know.
Oh, yeah.
No chance.
And then, so then the next question is, we kicked off season 2 with special guest Rudy, and we talked about what topic? And should we answer? Let you all figure it out in the comments.
No, just let them figure it out.
All right. Those are our questions for you, and we're excited to see what you have to say when you comment in general. Okay, so this part of So You Think You Know Me is where it's gonna get fun. So we all each came up with questions, 5 questions each about ourselves, and we're gonna see how well we know each other.
Let's go like one on one, you know?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well,
One on
You
one.
can start if you
okay,
want.
I'll start. Okay. Where was I born?
Okay, I think I know this one, but I don't want to mess up and it's not.
Oregon.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, oh, is it that? Okay.
I said it with so much confidence, but what if I was wrong?
Well, I wanted to blurt it, but then I was like, what if that is totally
Yeah.
wrong? Okay.
You can go next, Jackie, if you want.
That was my question. Where was I born?
Chicago.
Where was I
You
born?
were born in California.
I was born in California.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people think I was born in Chicago just because like that's where I moved from.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Southern
I paid
California,
attention.
guys.
I listened when you told me.
I wish I had a candy. I'd be like, here.
The price.
It's okay.
Okay, so my question is, what is my number one go-to snack?
Oh.
Dang, really? That's hard. I feel like I like everything. I mean,
Do you all know me?
You're like,
I'm like, what do I like? No. Oh. Where's Rudy? No. Hint us. Is it
sourdough bread.
No.
a snack?
My snack is a loaf of bread. Could you imagine?
No. It's because she makes sourdough bread and it's really, really good.
It's so good. You guys need to try it.
And I would probably snack on it.
Um,
Okay, wait.
I
Give
feel
us a
like you
hint.
would know this.
A snack. Is it sweet?
No.
Is it salty?
Yes.
Is it chips?
Yes.
Okay. You're
chips.
Hello.
chips. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why is this family a chip person?
I don't know.
I do remember now. I do remember now that you were like, my favorite snacks are chips.
I actually had to stop eating chips. It's so bad. But chips are so addicting.
They are.
You just like want more.
Down loves chips.
So I stopped
love
buying
chips.
chips altogether. And I was like, okay, these chips are serving me no purpose. And there's like no nutrients. And so I replaced chips with nuts. And so now I buy nuts and I keep nuts like
just
everywhere.
pretend
And
it's
chips. And then yeah, because they're still kind of salty. Sometimes they're
And
crunchy.
crunchy.
Mhm.
Okay, any chips or just like any chips?
I like chips. Yeah, I like chips a lot.
My favorite.
Hot Cheetos, yeah, but
Hot
like
Cheetos, Doritos, flamin',
No.
anything flamin' hot for
Yeah.
me.
For me, my favorite are the cheese ruffles.
sour cream and onion.
I don't. They are so good. Hella addicting. I'll eat the whole bag. So I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Do I prefer makeup or no makeup?
Do you prefer? I feel like you prefer no makeup.
But you
What's your
look good in
question?
makeup. Okay.
Yeah,
what's
you
your
do.
answer?
Like your
What's your
makeup is always
question?
flawless, but at the
Okay.
end of the day, you probably prefer no makeup.
I would say you prefer no makeup.
No makeup.
And you got good skin too. Like when you take makeup off, it's like perfect. It's like shiny. It's like that. What do they call that? Like the
Glowy,
Gla-
dewy skin.
no, they call it like that glass skin or yeah. I feel like that's how you-
Skin.
Yeah, like
Okay, so let me tell you guys a secret.
okay,
It's a lot of spicy foods.
bro.
Chile.
I thought you were gonna be like some type of like
Right.
crema or something, like some type of lotion.
No, it's spicy foods. I'm going off with what you said about what you eat.
Yeah. And that's what you eat.
No to self. Spicy food.
Okay.
Okay. If I like one of my favorite hobbies to do outdoors that like I would any day,
come on.
anytime.
I know that
It's
one.
Go.
Hiking.
Yes.
We
just
both
need-
in unison.
I just need some outdoor time.
Yeah. I like
This is gonna sound weird. I got this from Liz, but sometimes you just need to like go hug a tree. Like just be one. Just be one in nature.
Uh-huh.
You know? Like
God made nature, right?
take your shoes off and just like touch,
Yeah.
you know, like you just need that. Something about just getting out there and then you come back and some people don't think it's relaxing. They're like, dude, you're hot, sweaty, dirty, but it's relaxing.
Yeah. Something about like the sun hitting your skin and like smelling all the different like smells in nature and
Yeah.
going on an adventure.
It's
kinda
so
nice.
peaceful and quiet.
Yeah.
Like it's just peaceful and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about it.
Peace and quiet.
Yes. No cell service, just you out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so are you asking a question
No.
next? Okay. So my next question is, how long have I been married?
Married? Oh, I know this one.
I know that one. 10 years.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna
This
say 10
June
years.
will be 11
11.
years. Yeah.
Dang.
That's crazy. Huh?
11 years.
This June.
That's
Okay.
crazy. Okay.
Next question. Do I prefer to dress up or be comfortable?
Bro, be comfortable.
Be comfortable.
I was like, yes.
Good job, guys.
Okay. What is a new hobby I have adapted that I want to fill my house with?
Plants.
Yes, I want to make my house a rainforest.
A rainforest?
Like, I just want there to be plants everywhere.
Nice. It's a jungle.
Yes. Like, I want an elephant ear. You know how big those things are? But I just want,
Elephant ear?
yeah, they're massive leaves. But I just feel like something about just having them in your house, it's
Yeah.
just soothing to
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, I have
I
like
like
a new
plants.
addiction. And they're expensive.
I was just gonna say, like you buy one at a time, but it's like they're not cheap, and especially if you want one that's like unique and that you just can't find everywhere else, you're gonna spend some money for that plant, plus the soil, plus the pots, and your water bill.
I've been going to Rite Aid and they got like the best pots and on. And
You told me about that, and I bought 2 pots because all of the pots at Rite Aid were like 50% off.
Yeah.
And they're like
$8.
Yeah, they were like
$7,
$7, $8, and they were like a decent size.
I have like
really cute ones.
I have like 4 empty pots at the house that I just bought, and I'm like, you need a plant. You need a plant.
You went in reverse. I love it. You like put it where you want it in the house, and
so I'm
I'm gonna get this plant and it's gonna go there.
I already visualized it. So yeah, that's a new hobby that I just started.
Plants.
It's a new addiction.
All right. So my question is, how old am I? I'm just gonna have to put that out there for everybody.
I know. 34.
No.
She's 35.
35.
Oh.
35.
She turned 35.
I wish I was 34.
Did I get a brownie point? I said 34.
But I'm 35.
Okay.
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 Yep, millennial. Good old millennial.
How old am I? Oh, sorry.
Was that your question too?
Yeah.
No way.
I feel like, yeah.
Because it's like, yeah.
Because it's
She just said it.
34.
No.
33.
32.
Huh?
No, wait, you just turned
33.
30. You're 33.
No, I'm turning 33. Yeah, I'm turning 33.
You're B33.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're the same age.
You just turned 32.
You just turned and then I turned 33.
And then...
I'm not gonna lie, something about being in the 30s, you're like...
How
old
you lose
am I?
track.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
How
I'm in the middle. I'm
convenient.
like, let's
We're
not
like,
go any
let's
further. I'm 30.
When you said 34.
Sometimes I think that. I'm like, I'm just 30. And I'm like, girl, you're not 30 anymore. It's like I wanted to hold there. You're not even 30. I'm 35. Like, where did those other 5 years come from? Who put them there?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like even like when I go to the stores, I don't know what section to shop.
Right. Am I a senora or am I still young?
Like, where's
How
that
I
in
used to
between?
go?
Yeah,
Hey.
that's hard.
I don't want my ponce to hang out. I can't do the crop top.
Everything's a crop top right now. I'm like, where's the rest of this shirt? Like,
That's me with
Right.
crop tops. I'm like, I'm already 32. Can't be wearing crop
30. Yeah, 2.
That's what I'm saying.
tops. How do I dress? That's
After
my
you
dress.
turn 30, you're like, let's hold there, and then you forget how old you are.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're under 30, when you get to 30, you'll understand this.
Yeah, it's true.
That's so funny.
Is it my turn to answer?
My turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what's my shoe size?
7.5.
I was gonna say 7.5.
It is.
You guys are right. Yeah.
Dang,
Well, I
just
said
looked at
7.
it. I just looked
I
at
was
it.
gonna say 7.5.
Yeah.
I just looked at it because I'm like, her foot is small. I have a big foot, so I'm like, yours is like between a 7, 8.5, that range.
Yeah.
Who, me?
No.
Oh, her. Yeah.
What size are you?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Little ass
That's the
feet.
same.
Little feet.
The good thing about having a big foot is no one can ask to borrow your shoes.
Mm.
At my house, it's a thing. Like my sister, like, oh, can I get those shoes? Can I? No one can get my shoes. I don't
Because
know
your
what's about
sisters are small.
They
small.
share shoes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have it with me.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, and when I was younger, I was like, that's embarrassing. But now I'm like,
But that's because you're
cool.
tall. You know?
Yeah. You're tall.
It goes up, you
It'd
know.
be weird
Because
if I
it'll be
had
weird if you
small
have
Little
little
tiny
tiny and you're
feet.
tall.
Yeah.
Or
Can you
the other
imagine?
way around.
Little feet. Okay, so my next question is, how many siblings do I have?
Okay. 5.
No.
Wait. 3.
Yeah.
3?
Mm-hmm. I have a sister and 2 younger brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Why
So my
did I-
sister, me, and then my 2 brothers.
Why did I think there was 5 of you? I just wanted to make your
I
family
mean,
big.
count all the kids that like would come and hang out and cousins and like
That's
they
it.
could be like a brother. Or
I just
sister.
wanted to make your family as big as mine.
That's fine.
Yeah, just 4.
Okay. What's my favorite food? Like,
Burgers.
yeah.
I was just gonna say hamburger. You
it's
know,
like the best though.
I saw a coffee mug the other day at
Yeah.
the store and it
The
was a
burger?
hamburger. And I was like, I need to buy this for Jackie because she loves hot hamburgers and coffee. It was a coffee mug.
That's cute.
I don't know what's my obsession with that, but I just feel like you can never go wrong.
I have a cousin who loves hamburgers too.
You can never go wrong.
I could take it or leave it. I'm never just
Yeah.
like, Oh, hamburger.
It's not my
hamburger.
go-to.
Yeah.
Like to me, it
Okay.
is. It's like my. I know.
Like
you
that's
can't-
what you crave.
Yeah, like
okay.
you can't mess that up.
Beef. It's what's for dinner, right?
But then when it comes to a burger, I'm not like just any. Like I like
Yeah, it's a homemade hamburger patty.
You see, I talked about this.
Yeah.
Homemade mustard. I can go for one right now.
After this, she's getting a hamburger. We all know your go-to. Tacos.
I kind of been obsessed with tacos right now.
I know, you all switched.
Yeah, I kind of been obsessed with them. Like I kind of want some of those.
I've been on Thai food and Vietnamese food. I've been on like that kick where I just want like all those like flavors.
Noodles and stuff.
Yeah, and like a little bit of
I'll
spicy,
take
a
one of
little bit of
each.
sweet, and yeah, just like that umami flavor.
See, this is why I can't lose weight. Because I'm always like,
Doesn't mean I fulfill all the cravings, but they're there.
But I want to. I want to fulfill all of it. And then after that, my toxic trait will be like, I need something sweet.
Every time. Growing up is like always having like cereal or something after dinner. Like you don't need something sweet.
After
You need something afterwards.
And, like,
especially
growing
after
up-
eating something spicy.
Yeah, growing up, cereal was not like you have that for breakfast. We had it like literally after dinner. It was like, oh, you have a little
It was
bit of
like a
cereal.
midnight snack.
It was like a little
Yeah.
dessert. Yeah, which makes sense because it's all full of sugar. All right, so my last question is, what is my favorite color? We were all asking what each other's favorite color is, and I didn't say
Hold
it
on.
because I knew
You
that was one of my
did.
questions.
I was like, my memory, my Rolodex was trying to go back.
yeah, and I didn't say because that was one of my
You
questions.
say your favorite color just changed though.
True.
Oh, question
But
for
I
you
didn't
guys.
change.
I'm gonna say like an olive.
Really?
I got a question
No.
for you guys. Can you change your favorite color?
I say yes. So I said this was my favorite color before, and I didn't tell them my favorite color. But can you change your favorite color? I said yes because
I
I,
think you
feel like
can.
I've been more attracted to different color lately. Like my eye has been drawn to it, and I want to buy everything
Yellow.
in that color. No.
Yellow, really? Because the pillows are
I
yellow?
know. I just-
Okay, I'm trying to think of what you were wearing.
Is it like a bright color?
Mhm.
What you're wearing right now?
Yes, I was like, is someone gonna catch it? I
Oh,
literally
the
wore it on purpose. Like fuchsia, hot pink. That's my favorite color. But more recently, I've been going for like a teal green,
Like
kinda,
bright colors.
like a bright. But it's not bright. It's like I don't know. It's like a pastel teal, but
Oh, okay.
not as pastel. I don't know how to explain it.
Like
No,
the Easter colors?
Yeah, but a little bit brighter.
Yeah, I like those
Yeah, it's
colors.
like a blue. Anyways, I've been like really attracted to that teal. Like
Dang, I was trying to
I
go
want to
back.
buy everything in that color for some reason.
We're going to come back, everything switched up.
Right? And then the other color that I've been really drawn to is like a lavender. I don't know,
Oh,
for
I
some
like
reason,
lavender.
lavender's just
Yeah.
been really like, oh.
See, remember when I was trying to tell you my favorite color? Like that pink? It's like that,
I like
like a lavender, but obviously it's pink. That light,
Mm.
Like a
that's what
pastel.
I've been attracted to,
Yeah.
yeah. I might even show it with my hair like that. Just
Whoa,
saying in the
that'd be
summer,
fun.
it might just
I can see
end
you
up
pulling
like,
it off because
yeah.
your hair's already kind of like blonde.
Yeah. I
So-
see it.
Yeah.
Or even like highlights or like a in the front.
Like a money piece?
Yeah, like a money piece. Exactly.
I
That'd
do
be
need
cute.
a money piece. Okay.
We all need some money pieces.
That's hella funny. Okay,
So did we all ask our questions? Let me see.
That was all 5 of mine.
I have one more.
Okay.
So my last question is, how old are my kids?
Okay, so your first weasel is gonna be. Wait,
2 and 3.
yeah, am I gonna say what they're gonna be already? Or their age right now?
Yeah. Little's
2
right.
and
3.
3.
And 2.
They're little.
I was like, your first weasel.
She's gonna be 4
I know.
Should be
May,
4.
right? May,
Yeah.
next month.
May 21?
Mm.
I remember the kids' birthdays.
That's good. I don't even remember that. I'm bad in that department. I'll get you a really great gift for your birthday.
Just
Not
remind
good.
But you gotta remind me because I can't
Okay,
remember
my
the
last
date.
question. It's one thing that I'm obsessed with and that I want one in my house. And I always talk about them and I want more of them. And I can make a one, if I could, my dream would be to make one of my rooms in my house be that. I want more of them. You gave me one It's just not what I'm used to.
A book.
Yeah.
Yeah, a library. That's right. You said you wanted a library.
One library.
I remember now.
I'm a book aficionado.
Yes.
Yeah, I somehow ended up on book TikTok.
Book TikTok.
Very interesting. Yeah.
There's probably all kind of books out there.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just only imagine.
And I'm like, how do you guys read this much?
What genre is your favorite?
I don't know. I always read like self-help books,
Yeah.
like to teach me to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, okay, that's good that you like that, but I'm trying to break away. Like I'm trying to go and read like just something
light.
Yeah, something just like, I don't know, like something that you're gonna relax and you're gonna read too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was thinking of reading Redeeming Love, just because
Yeah.
I love the movie and I feel like I would love the book.
The book is good. I like the book better than the movie.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like it's more detailed.
Yeah. I mean, the movie's obviously good, but the book is way more detailed and you can feel all the emotions and stuff.
I'd be crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the Virgin River show is actually a book.
Really?
I didn't know that.
I didn't
Me
know
neither
that.
until I've seen it at Walmart. I'm like, wait, what?
So if you read the book, then we'll know
Oh,
what
like the
happens
ending?
and the ending part. Exactly.
Motivation right there to go and get it.
I already have other books that I have like already started. You ever do that? You start a book and then you're like, put it down for a bit, and then you start another
Start
book.
a new one.
Uh-huh.
I never
do
finished
that.
them.
What?
I finish them.
Before I used to. I feel like, well, I mean, now I can't.
Yeah. I feel like I need that, when I was talking to you guys about getting like the Kindle, you know how people now, they have like a Kindle stand, and then they lay in bed and it holds a Kindle,
Oh, wow.
and then like people have a remote so they're just there and I'm like,
You don't
would I
even
get
have to.
hella extra for that?
You don't even have to move your anything.
No, you just have the little clicker and you're just like,
I don't know. For some,
no, I can't
can I read to
you.
you? I don't know. I guess I switch back and forth. Like I like the pages of a book,
Yeah.
and then if I don't have a lot of time, I'll also do the Audible. Like if I'm getting ready for work or doing something,
Yeah.
I'll just like listen to it while I'm getting ready. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like ultimate goal right there for
A
me.
little
Full
library.
blown library.
That'd be cute.
Minimum 3,000 books.
Minimum. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so I have another question, but it's just like a general question for us. What is the hardest thing you've ever done?
Hardest thing.
I want to say this. And some people will probably say like that was the easiest, but I feel like it was the hardest because I had to walk away. I had to put away like my pride and like be like, okay, yeah, like I need you, and it was like give my life to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the hardest for me
Yeah.
because it had to be like I had to let go of everything that I've ever known and done,
Uh-huh.
and like
I agree with you.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's hard to make the decision because you're just kind of like, how do I know this is really gonna work? Because you're down, you're still like in that doubting stage.
Mhm.
So I would say for me, it was giving my life to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's really crazy because I was gonna say something like that too.
Yeah. I agree with that because I feel like even now, like any negative thought, like you already, I mean, you know what to do. And I feel like
You still fight it.
it's still, so that's like, it's very hard. Like he's
He's in
always
control.
gonna, he's in control. Like I'm leaving it all to him.
That's scary.
It's
you know.
hard to humble yourself
Yeah.
and be like, you got this. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm leaving it to you.
Yeah.
You got it. That's why I said like that, like stepping back, putting that pride, humbling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hardest.
Yeah. I would say, like inner healing and deliverance, like making that choice to do that was hard. Because you have to face the things in your past head on, like face to face.
Yep.
So that stuff could be like healed and put in its place, and then you trust God for the rest of the process. I feel like that was the hardest thing that I did in life, because things that happened in life I didn't want to revisit or remember or bring back up. That was like, no, you kind of have to. You gotta do go there so that those things can be healed. But yeah, I'd say that would probably be the hardest thing I've ever did. But I'm really glad I did it now. Like had I not, I would not be where I'm at now, and having like the faith I have in Jesus now. And I feel like having faith in Jesus and accepting Him and like letting go of the control is everything. But doing it is hard at first, and then seeing what He does for us as a result is so good.
I don't, right now that we're talking about that, I don't know why there's this book that I read. It's little. It's not a lot of pages, and it's called The Dreamcatcher.
Oh, okay.
Have you read that?
No, I think I've heard of it.
And if you read it, it talks about, it's like the journey of a person that it like lives in fear and gets stuck in like normal, like what society considers normal, and they're going through this path where it's considered like not normal to do that, like you shouldn't do that, and he's going down the path to get to the other side, and he's coming across like giants, and the giants are all his fears. And he's going through it, and everything in him is telling him to quit, and everybody, and then through this path, they call it familiar, where he comes, and like there's people that are familiar to him that come and tell him like, oh no, I tried it and it didn't happen for me, like you should just come back to familiar land. And he's like going through it, and then when he finally gets to the other side, he's like, everything I had to face, everything I had to do, everything I left behind was worth it. It's a crazy book. It's little, it's not a lot of pages, but what it teaches you about leaving familiar land. Yeah. Which now I understand that familiar land was like what society tells us to be, you know?
Yeah. And our past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old habits and way of thinking and stuff. Like we can get stuck and be like, this is what we know. This is all I know. Yeah. You want me to actually like throw myself out there and figure out something new? That's scary. But when we do it with God, like it's great. And then once you do it, it's like, oh, this is what this feels like. This is cool. This is nice. Yeah, I was scared, and if I didn't take the jump or take the leap or do the thing, or I'd be stuck, and you would never know what was on the other side of it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that
is that true. Is that the hardest thing you think?
Yeah, even or not just that. Like when we were gonna get baptized, I don't know why I felt so scared. Like I was so scared, and then now that I think about it, I'm like, why was I scared to even do it? You know?
Yeah. Because a part of us wants to hang on to our old life, and like, you're really making that declaration of your faith to God. Like, am I really ready for this?
So yeah, mine is giving my life to Jesus.
That's a trip.
Pretty cool though.
But give your life to Jesus though. Give your life to Jesus. You're not in it by yourself. Give your life to Jesus.
And there's so many good things on the other side of it.
Because I look at us and I'm like, whoa, I am not the person I was even a couple months ago.
For real. Yeah, even last month.
Like,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a trip.
You learn, every day.
When I came up with that question, I did not think that we were all going to have like a similar answer. That's crazy. Pretty cool though. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this last question I have is, what is your biggest fear in life? I don't know why I came up with this question.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let me just tell you that this is crazy that you're asking me that, because I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I just went into all this fear of like, because I'm like, Lord, I'm going to just take a leap of faith. I've been asking you like career advice. I'm going to go for this. Like, and then everything that you can think of that could go wrong started popping up in my head. And then I instantly was like, kind of like couldn't go to sleep. I was trying to shake it off, like go to sleep. Ignore that it's happening, just go to sleep. But I couldn't. And as I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm just gonna go in your Bible app. And I was reading like every highlight you guys highlighted and stuff. And as I'm going through that, something told me go into where it gives you scriptures about doubt. So I went in there and I was reading all these things about doubt. And as I'm reading them, I hear him tell me, you're not alone, like you're not by yourself. And your husband's going to be okay with the decisions you're going to make. Do not worry about him. And go for it, because you're not on your own. So don't fear failure. Yeah. Don't fear what anybody's going to say. Do it. I got big stages for you. And I was like, okay, I get the part of don't feel, but to answer your question, like failing is my fear. Yeah. And earlier when we were talking about, like, we want to step into that entrepreneurship and how that scares us. We retract by self-sabotaging ourselves because we go so far ahead about what if this, that. We think of all these scenarios. Failure has always been the biggest thing for me. Yeah. Like, what if I do this and it fails? And I've read in many books that a lot of people say failing is not a bad thing. You learn through failing.
Right.
But it's just like, and I know it goes back to like childhood trauma where failure in my head registers as I'm gonna disappoint somebody. So that's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you're asking me because I just talked to him earlier about it.
Wow.
And he told me, don't be scared. Don't be scared of failing.
Wow. I feel like for me, failure, I was always like really scared to fail too. But mine was based in like perfectionism. And so like everything had to be perfect all the time. So if I failed, I wasn't being perfect. And so it's like crazy how failure could look different and it's based in different places for different people.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that you say it was based on letting someone down. Mine was perfectionism. Which none of it's good, but
mine comes from my dad. Like if he told us to do something, we didn't do it right. It was like, "Estás bien mensa, estás bien esto, estás pendeja." Like it was always just putting you down. So I felt like I could never fail because if I couldn't do it right in the first time, then I wasn't worthy. Yeah.
Such a lie.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, I would say failure too, but it's not like one of my biggest fears. I don't know what.
So I want to like circle back to what Jacky was saying. So what do you feel like God replaced all of that with? Like the feeling of being unworthy and all of the feelings of being fear of failure. Like what did God replace for you?
I don't know if this is going to answer it, but I feel like I still get those. Like I'll wake up like that. This is the first time he's told me that. But I think what he taught me in the moment when he told me like, it's good, I got you. Like, don't worry about it. You know, everything's going to be good. I feel like he was just like, take up my confidence. So I don't know if that's him, like, if that's what replacing it is, but it was like, lean on me, take up my confidence. I give you courage.
And he called you worthy.
Yeah.
That
makes me want to cry.
Yeah. That's crazy that he calls us worthy when he's the worthy one. I just love that. It's okay.
I know. It just happened today. I was like, holy cow, okay. Yeah.
I love it. He's so good to us. And he replaces all the bad things with the good things.
Yeah.
Literally, because I didn't understand like courage. Like I hear people say, just be like
Courageous. Just do it.
I never hear the word courageous, but like I hear like, don't be a bitch, like boss up, you know. That's what I hear. But that's what society tells you, you know. And him tell me like, take up my courage. Like I give you courage. I'm like, okay, that's what you told David. You know, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I only get that because I search for the word. You know? So I don't know if you guys have been following the series on the Bible app. It's been talking about taking up the armor of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's been very, like, I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with my sister this past month. Like, we've been really, like, being intentional to put on the armor of God. And, like, I'll text her and I found, like, this prayer about it. Because she had mentioned, like, someone, like, at work. Like, she was like, oh, I feel like there's, like, a target on my back or something. And they just keep messing with me. And I just, like, immediately, I was like, let's put on the armor of God. Like, that target doesn't need to be there. And when you have the full armor of God on, that's his armor. And the enemy, he gets confused and he doesn't know who's under that armor. And he thinks it's God, which it is God because it's his armor and we get to put it on. But he gets confused about who's under that armor, right? And so, that's a whole word right there. So I said, like, let's find these prayer and let's put on the full armor of God. Let's pray this. So she started doing that. And it's really crazy because she really embodied it, right? And she has to go through a metal detector to go to work. And yeah. And the thing was like, beep, 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 it was like going off. And the guy who's standing there, like, at the metal detector was like, do you have any jewelry or whatever? And then she's like, no. He's like, what are you, Wonder Woman? You have your, like, shield? And she was like, I have my shield of faith. Girl, in the natural, the metal detector goes off because she's been putting on her armor of God. That's crazy.
Wow.
And then 2 weeks later, right? She goes, I have to tell you this because, like, here, I know that you're gonna, like, understand. 2 weeks later, she goes to the metal detector work again, and it goes beep, 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 and it goes off. And the lady standing there was like, what do you have, like, a belt on? She's like, no, I have stretchy pants. Like, I don't have a belt on. She's like, but I have the belt of truth on.
Yeah.
And it went off again because she put on her armor. So what's happening in the spiritual, right? She's putting on her full armor of God, is actually happening in the natural.
Like she's
like she had a real belt on.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's crazy because, like, you have to believe it.
Yes.
You can't just say I put it on and not believe it.
Correct.
Like, I literally, Linda always tells me this. You literally take the word and literally apply it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, why else am I gonna read it if I'm not gonna apply it? You know, like if you.
Well, some people don't.
Like,
that's like you could be a hearer, but are you being obedient? I could be a hearer of the word. I just posted this video on Instagram by Isaiah. Saldivar, and he said that like he told his daughter, clean your room, clean your room, clean your room, and she's like, well, I memorized what you said, but she didn't actually clean her room. That's the difference between you could read the Bible and you could get all this information, but are you going to apply it and are you going to be obedient to it and do what the word says?
That's crazy. On Thursday night when so this whole week I've been going through like, I just wasn't feeling myself. And a lot of negative thoughts. And I know it's all like just the devil attacking my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So Thursday night, I didn't read the Bible, the scripture of the day and the scripture of the day and then the prayer of the day. And when I went to read it that night, because I woke up, I got up at like 11, it was 11 p.m. and I just like, I can't have this unsettled feeling inside me. And I was like, I don't like that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And then thoughts just start coming. And then I read this, I'm just going to read it. And this is what really like made me like, after that, I was like you were saying, you really have to receive it and like mean it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it says, it's God's protection about the armor of God. It says, God, when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. I know that when you are for me, nothing can stand against me. Right now, I surrender my fears to you. Please take my concerns, shame, and problems and replace them with your peace and truth. Protect my mind as I continue to draw close to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Good.
And I was like, I started bawling after I read that because I was like, I needed this.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to read this. And there was a reason why, like, I don't know, but I was just like thinking negative and I didn't read my word that day. And as soon as I read that and I was like, wow, I needed to read it.
Straight peace, huh?
Yeah. And ever since, I feel better now.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like he led you to it.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, like, F these thoughts, you know?
Yeah. I'm taking all these thoughts captive. I'm not gonna let them run with me.
No, I'm like, why am I thinking like that? Like, there's no, like, why, you know?
It's so crazy how, like, before Jesus, things would happen and you wouldn't even be bothered by it.
Or you just let yourself continue to be like attacked, really.
And
then you stay in that place. And
now, like, like the truth, and sometimes I sit back and I'm like, damn, Satan, like, leave me alone. Like, I really want to knock you out because you're getting on my nerves right now. Like, I can't with you today. Mm-hmm. I'm like, don't you know who I belong to? That's literally my conversation with him. Because I get tired of the thoughts popping in your head or, like, things happening and you're just like, what?
Yeah. Or you can be like, you're tiring. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Go. And that's another thing. Like, he wants us to entertain him and give him all this time to talk. Like, I don't want to hear anything you have to say. Shut up and leave. Go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You're not welcome here.
It's crazy because before I never got attacked. I never seen this stuff. And now I'm like, dude.
You're aware.
Really? Like, you're getting my nerves right now. Yeah. I always tell everybody, if I came into your house, took your phone, would you just let me do that? Right. And they're like, no, dude, I'll fight you. Okay, why are you entertaining Satan? Punch that fool back. Like, tell him the word of God. That's how I can explain it to my sister and them.
Because you're not physically going to punch him.
No.
Because it's spiritual.
I mean, if I could, I probably would. If I could, I probably would. But Yeah.
No, yeah.
I love that we can have these type of conversations.
Yeah, I feel like we just
And I really truly hope that whoever's watching us can like take these experiences and just know that you're not alone and that we
have a real enemy and we all have the same enemy and we're all fighting the same things together.
Yeah.
But it's not all about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we don't have to give him any time of day. He can shut up. We can tell him to leave. We can tell him to leave us alone.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's who we submit ourselves to. It's God, right?
Yeah.
It's Jesus. It's everything that he wants for us, and we get to say, I'm your daughter. I come before you. I'll acknowledge that you are good. You are God. You are majestic. You are holy. You are righteous. You are worthy. And that's what we can put all of our faith, hope, and trust in. And then he ministers back to us. Like, it's just
he makes me so happy.
reciprocated. Like
he makes me so happy because I'm like, man, this world tells me I'm a nobody.
Right.
And you tell me that I'm the daughter of the king.
Right, period.
Period. And with that, that's a wrap right there itself.
But yeah, we can probably just keep on going. But anyways, stay tuned for the next episode and make sure to follow us on all of our platforms. We're on Instagram, we are on TikTok, YouTube, and Rumble.
Yeah. Follow and share.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about us.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
So that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed So You Think You Know Me. Stay tuned for next week, and we are going to be doing a fun food review. As always, you can find us on all your favorite social media platforms, and we shall see you next week.